Hello, you're watching Guitar 101 Rammstein, and I wanted to introduce a new page I started on Bandcamp for backing tracks. That's going to be affiliated with Guitar 101 Rammstein. Likewise, it's titled Guitar 101 Rammstein in Bandcamp. I'll put the link in the description below. And if you're not familiar with backing tracks, I'll give a demonstration how I use them at the end of this video. But basically, they're normally just a generic kind of track. It could be like a rock track in A minor or a blues track in C major or a jazz track in G Mixolydian. So they're generic songs. It's usually consisting of drums, bass, and a rhythm guitar. And they're designed to to just play over. You could practice scales over. You could practice certain techniques. You can practice your soloing over them. I found them one of my favorite ways to practice. Actually, it's more interesting than just playing guitar on your own, and it's the closest thing to playing with a band you can get to, and that's what I liked about them. So you're applying any kind of thing you're learning. It could be a hammer-on or a vibrato or whatever. You're applying it in more of a musical sense this way. So I found them very effective for exercise. There's tons of them on YouTube. If you look up guitar backing track, you'll find millions of them. And those are all great. It's hard to find sometimes ones that I like. And I do a lot of recording with different bands and my own projects. And I write a ton of music. And I find I'm writing a lot of stuff. Sometimes I just never finish or never end up, I don't know what to do with vocals over it. Or sometimes I get in the mood to just record something totally unrelated to everything I'm doing. So I figured it's a good time to kind of take some of that energy I have for writing music and start putting it into backing tracks. You're going to see, so far, I just launched the Bandcamp page yesterday. So it's pretty rough on the edges. I'm lousy with website design and Photoshop and making banners and all that stuff. So it's pretty minimal, but the music's there. I've got one track up so far. It's a hard rock backing track. It'll be in the key of E minor. And it's a basic song structure where we have our verse, chorus, bridge, verse, chorus, etc. And every track I do, I'm going to be doing this where I have several versions, so it's not just for guitarists. You'll see a version for a guitarist where it's the bass, drums, and rhythm guitar. Then I have a version for bass where the bass is muted. Then I have a version for drums where the drums are muted and there's a click track, a metronome instead to play to. So you're going to see in the future, I have quite a few ideas of things I'll do with it, including using some of the exotic instruments I have here, everything from the saz to the tempura to the oud to percussion, using drone tracks, etc. So you're going to have a pretty good variety of styles and things to play over with these backing tracks in the near future. If you're not familiar with Bandcamp, you can hear the songs there in full quality. I believe you can listen to them 3 times until they say, okay, if you want to listen to it more, you can buy it. I have them up for a euro each, and the option to pay more if you want, that's really cool when people do that. A lot of my music I've released, I also put it on Bandcamp to sell it digitally, and it does pretty good. Bandcamp takes a nice chunk out of it sometimes, but digital sales do really good these days. And that's always great, man. Sometimes I'll have a CD up for €10 for the digital download, and someone will go, hey, here's 25 because I like your music, I want to support you. And of course that money, it goes right back into the studio, my home studio, and it's gonna help me update things. So the page is new. There's only one song up so far, but I'll be working quite a bit on it in between everything else I'm doing, but I'll be adding to it pretty constant, as long as I see a good response. If it's totally dead, then it might just be a couple songs and I forget about it and just gets lost in cyberspace. But hopefully, we'll get some good responses from it. I plan on doing some tutorials on specific tracks I put up, because it's all music I've written. A lot of it I'm just sitting down and writing as I go. And I'm going to put up some tutorials to some of the specific tracks of different ideas of what to play over it, different techniques I use. That's what backing tracks are. You can find a ton of them here. I'm trying to do something that's related to my channel and also going to support my channel, and hopefully offer something a little bit more unique in the long run. Something you guys like. I'm trying to make not just lame, cheesy songs. I'm trying to use riffs that are interesting. but also keep it easy enough to actually use as a backing track, you know. So now what I'll do, this is all running through my web camera. The sound quality is not going to be great. I do have a way I can set up through Soundflower, except right now my recording interface is dying. It's that's another reason I'm doing this stuff to raise more money, is to try to update my recording interface. So my recording interface, the signal is not working right. All the channels are dying slowly, it seems like. There's a lot of hiss, and if I run in direct, the sound will be better, except it's going to be full of hiss, so there's no point at this time. But like I said, when you go to the Bandcamp link, you're going to hear the songs in full quality, except without me playing lead over it. So I'll just give a quick demonstration. I'm not going to redo this. I'll probably make some screw ups. I don't care. That's the idea of how to use a backing track. So this is totally, you know, this is this is what you're going to get. I apologize in advance for any mistakes I make. It's very possible. I've only warmed up for a couple minutes today. So let's give it a go. I'm going to just hit the play here. I have the backing track already open, and I'll start trying to just play over it. So there you go, a quick demonstration of it. Like I said, plenty of screw ups there, and I just put new strings on this guitar. Just realizing now they're still stretching a bit. It's all right. It's just for a demonstration of how you use a backing track. I'm not trying to show off here. The backing tracks I record all by myself. You know, I'm doing the guitars, I'm doing the bass, I'm programming the drums at this point. Normally I'll record the drums as well a lot of times. Sometimes it's just easier to use the, you know, program drums. It's more convenient. But also it's another issue with my interface. I don't have all 8 channels of my interface working. I'm limited to one that kind of works right now. So to mic a drum set with one microphone, I prefer at least 2 or 3 for the most minimal setup. But you're going to see, you know, the more I do this, the quality is going to hopefully keep improving. You know, the more experience you get with home recording and studio recording, the more you learn. You learn new tricks, new equipment, all that stuff helps. But yeah, so please feel free to take a look at the link below and check out the Bandcamp page and give them a try. This one, like I said, I'm playing in E minor. You can play E minor pentatonic over. That's mostly what I was just doing now. I'll give a lot of pointers on stuff, like I said, in the future, where I'll do some specific videos for each track. And yeah, that's something it's an idea I came up with yesterday and thought to give it a try. We'll see how it goes. And like I said, if the response is good, I'll keep at it. If there's no response and it seems lame, then I might not do so much. I'll keep recording, but I might not be putting that much on the Bandcamp page. So that's it. Thanks for watching. And of course, please feel free to hit like, hit subscribe, leave a comment, check out my Patreon page, all that stuff. You know, the more support I get for this stuff, the more I can do for you guys. That's it for now, and stay tuned for more very soon.